Students, today we will discuss about the superclass Tetrapoda. The superclass Tetrapoda, it consists of four main classes: Amphibia, Reptilia, Apes and Mammalia. So let us first study about the class Amphibia. Amphi means dual or double, and bios means life. Amphi means dual, and bios means life. So amphibia. It lives on both land and water. It lives on land and water, and they have mainly two pairs of limbs. They have two pairs of limbs. Body divisible into head and trunk. Body divisible into head and trunk. Tail may be present in some, not in all of them, but tail may be present in some of them. Skin of amphibians are moist. But they don't have scales. Eyes have eyelids. And triumpanum. It represents the ear. Alimentary canal, urinary plus reproductive duct. Alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive duct. They open into a common chamber. Which is called cloaca. And cloaca opens to the exterior. Where does it open? It opens to the exterior. Respiration, it is by gills, lungs and skin. Heart, three-chambered. Heart is three-chambered, two auricles and one ventricle. And these are cold-blooded animals. That means they are unable to regulate their body temperature. Sexes separate, that means they are dioecious. Fertilization, it's also external. And they are mainly egg-laying, that is known as oviparous. And development is indirect. So let's make a figure. Here it's a figure of a frog. It's a figure of a frog and these are its limbs. This is the forelimb, this is the hind limb, this one is the eye, and this one is the nostril, and this one is the mouth. So this one is the figure of a, make a proper figure. I have just drawn the figure. That's a sample for you. Rana, frog. The other examples are Salamandra, Bufo, Hyla, Rana. Salamandra, which is Bufo toad, Hyla tree frog, and Rana frog. So let us again go through the analysis. So superclass Tetrapoda, it consists of 4 of them: Amphibia, Reptilia, apes and Mammalia. So let us go through the first one, Amphibia. Amphi means dual and bios means life. So they are both aquatic and terrestrial. They have 2 pairs of limbs. Body is divisible into head and trunk. In some organisms, tail is present. Skin is moist but scales are absent. Eyes have eyelids, and trium pannum. Trium pannum represents the ear. Alimentary canal, urinary and reproductive duct. They open into cloaca, and the cloaca they open into a common chamber. Cloaca is a common chamber and it opens into the exterior. Respiration takes place by gills, lungs and skin. Heart is 3 chambered. Heart is 3 chambered. Heart is 3 chambered, 2 auricle and 1 ventricle. These are cold-blooded animals. That means they are not able to regulate their temperature. Sexes separate. That means they are dioecious. Fertilization external. Fertilization is external. These are egg-laying, oviparous, and the development is indirect. That means larva. The stage of larva is also involved. And here we have the figure. Make a proper figure. These are the eyes, nostril, mouth, and this is the figure of Rana frog. The examples of amphibians are Salamandra, Rana frog, Hyla tree frog, and Bufo toad. So let us move to the next one. So the second one is class Reptilia. Reptilia. Class Reptilia. It is composed of 2 Latin words. What are those Latin words? What are the Latin words? Ripere or reptum. Ripere or reptum, and what that is mean? To creep or crawl. To creep, CREEP, or crawl. That means they are creeping or crawling organisms. Latin word ripere or reptum. It means to creep or crawl. So that means it means that they are creeping or crawling organism. So the class name has been given. Reptilia has been given because of their creeping or crawling. Class name given due to their creeping and crawling mode of locomotion. Mode of locomotion. Mostly they are terrestrial. Mostly they are terrestrial. And body covered by dry and body covered by what? Dry and cornified dry and cornified skin, epidermal scales or scuds. Epidermal scales are also known as scuds. So body is covered by dry and cornified skin, epidermal scales or scuds, and they don't have external ear openings. They don't have external ear openings. What do they have in that particular place? Trypanum. It represents the ear. Trypanum, it represents the ear. Limbs, when the limbs are present, are two pairs. Limbs when present are two pairs. Heart, usually three-chambered, but four-chambered in crocodiles. In crocodiles it is four-chambered. Reptiles are poikilotherms. The organisms may be therms. The trait may be therms. Okay, poikilotherms. That means they don't have the capacity to regulate themselves, regulate their body temperature. They don't have the capacity to regulate their body temperature. Snakes and lizards, they shed their skin. They shed their scales, and it is known as skin cast. Sexes are separate. The sexes are separate. Fertilization is internal. In reptilia, fertilization is internal, and these are oviparous. That means they lay eggs, and development is direct. Examples. Let us first discuss it. After that we will discuss the examples. Class Reptilia. So class name because of their creeping and crawling mode of locomotion. Because their mode of movement, they are known as Reptilia, creeping or crawling. Repair or raptum, which means to creep, to crawl. So body covered with dry cornified skin and epidermal scales known as scuds, and the trypanum that represents the ear. They don't have external ear openings. Trypanum represents the ear. They have limbs, if present, they have two pairs. When present, they have two pairs. Heart is three-chambered, but the crocodile has four-chambered heart. That's an exception. Reptiles are poikilotherms. That means they are unable to regulate their body temperature. Snakes and lizards, they shed their scales known as skin cast. They shed their scales known as skin cast. Sexes are separate. Fertilization internal, and they are oviparous. And the development is direct. And the examples are turtle, testudo, tortoise, chameleon, tree lizard, and crocodiles, that is crocodile. Alligator, it is known by the same name, alligator. And poisonous snakes, naga, that's cobra for you. And vipera, vipera means viper. Bangaras, correct. Naga, cobra, viper, it's correct. So let's draw a figure. This is cobra for you. Make a better figure. Let's show their teeth also, it's necessary. So so that's naga, cobra for you. So these are the examples. Let's move to another one. Class A.